Good. Let me just begin by taking the current accusation from the so-called concerned members off the table. What has happened in SATSA over the last 4 years? I came on board in September 2013. This organization was 1.5 million rand in the red. It was bankrupt. It had dwindling membership, and it wasn't taken particularly seriously, particularly by large industry players and key government stakeholders. In the last 4 years, in a commensurate way with raising income, growing membership from 641 in 2013 to 742 today, putting in a tiered membership structure, attracting sponsorship, engaging in strategic initiatives where SATSA earns a revenue, we have fundamentally turned the organization around. It has never been in a more healthy financial state. We've taken staff costs down from 75% of our income down to under 50%. The allegations of outrageous remuneration are absolutely fallacious in this context. The organization now, and particularly in chapters excluding Gauteng, is vibrant, there is engagement, there are people clamoring to join SATSA. And this is a testimony to the good work that we've done over the last 4 years. When we come to the issue of these particular allegations, let me say that anybody and any member is entitled to ask any question. And we certainly are not trying to obfuscate or actually move away from answering those. But it's quite concerning and instructive how those questions are actually asked. Key members and key accusers here are very quick to seek my input and assistance when they have issues and problems like a ballooning accident or Chinese visas. I'm in their offices, they're happy to discuss matters with me. But when it comes to issues of concern that are contained in these allegations, at no stage did anybody sit down across the table with me and have a conversation in a proper, mature, constructive way about the concerns that they are now bringing forward. Secondly, if you've had that conversation with me and you're not satisfied, then approach the President. Equally, members of this consortium have been on the Exco since 2013. Go back. I invite any member to go back and show me in the minutes where these issues have been raised on a sustained and urgent basis, given the veracity that they are now brought forward with. So this culminated then in the legal letter that we received earlier this year. And contrary to the fallacious assertion that we have not responded, we responded in absolute detail. Our first response, in terms of what we are obliged to do, was to bring the Exco, the board of SATSA, on board in terms of these allegations. And we gave a detailed 3-hour board meeting on the 10th of May, in which we dealt with every single allegation. One of the key accusers, Charles Drew, chairs the SATSA Gauteng committee. He sat in that meeting for 3 hours. At no stage did he ask any question or in any way cast aspersion on any of the evidence presented. It is then therefore deeply concerning that he goes outside the confines of that meeting and at the hijacked SATSA AGM starts casting aspersions and persisting with these allegations. The accusers have also received a letter from the auditors to whom the legal letter was addressed, and we've got acknowledged receipt of that. The auditors said simply that they could not find any irregularities. Now, if you're not satisfied with that answer, then engage the auditors and say, could we be provided with more detail, please? There are far more mature ways to actually resolve the issue. And clearly what we have here are people who, as I said in my beginning, have asked questions, but when they're provided with the answers to those questions, they just simply don't like the answers. They've resorted to far more draconian tactics. I urge SATSA members to read what will be presented and sent out to all members by the end of this week is a full and comprehensive rebuttal of all the allegations raised in the so-called concerned members letter. And I will let SATSA members make up their own minds. Unlike the concerned members, we are not trying to dictate to you what to do. We will simply provide you with the facts. But I urge you, have a look at that, consider where SATSA has come in the last 4 years. I would appreciate your continued support. I think we're doing a good job.